Hi all, and welcome to this Better Your Chess live stream. I'm Waldemar, and I'll be your host for the coming hour or so. So what are we going to do? I'll be sending out blitz challenges with a time control of 5+3, and this time around I'll be playing rated games again. If you want to challenge me, that's also fine. Please use 5+3 for your time control, and both rated and casual are fine. Then after the game, I will take some time to analyze them with the tools that Lichess offers us, and hopefully everybody will learn something. If you want to ask me some questions, please leave them in the YouTube chat. After each game and analysis, I will take a look at it to see if there are any questions. Okay, so let's have some fun. It's game on. So I'm going to create a game here over at Lichess, 5+3 rated. Let's see who we can welcome into the arena. Wow, that takes a long time. Normally it doesn't take that long. Oxy Caveman. Well, good luck, Oxy Caveman. It's the London system again. Okie dokie, here we go. Wow. Well, you know, for now I'm controlling the e5 square. I might just take that, but he's probably preparing knight f7. Might be a good idea to counter pressure him on the d5 square. And now he is preparing to play that, right? So what am I to do about that? How should I react to that? It's a bit difficult to figure that out, to be honest. Well, I don't know, maybe something like this. Something like this. All my pieces so far have gone to decent squares, so I don't see anything wrong with that. Okay, now he's refraining from e5 for the moment because there's maybe a little bit too much pressure on his light square. So now I'll try and finish my development. If I castle, he'll play b5, won't he? Yeah, okay, but I don't mind too much if he plays b5, because I think I have the better of it on the queen side. Maybe he has other plans, though. Maybe this is a good time. No, I don't like it too much yet. Let me just drop back with the bishop, but where? Maybe here. It's a bit of a timid move, I know. See what happens, huh? Gee, I'm seriously down on the clock. This guy plays very fast. Yeah, Now I think I'll take. Yeah, now there should be something going on. Something good, so to say, for me on the queen side. My bishops are both pointing in that direction. I already have a rook also on the open c file. My queen's over there. So this is pressure, guys. This is pressure. But how am I going to make use of that? It feels I have to involve the knight. Now rook b8 is of course not possible because of bishop takes b8. But then actually what am I playing for? Am I trying to win the pawn on a6? Should I just double? It's also not very clear. Well, actually, why not? I think I can double. Something like this. Rook c7. Another nice idea would have been queen a3, threatening to trap the queen with bishop c7, but again, I don't think I'm too afraid. Okay, of course he was threatening to take my rook now, right? But don't I have some threats of my own by now? I mean, he has seriously weakened the Italian diagonal, you know, his light squares are quite weak. Okay, he wants to go... He wants to go 96, that's quite clear. But it feels like there should be an enormously strong move now, somehow, for me. But what is it? What is it? What is the move? I mean, I can look for it, and I cannot find it. But I'm pretty sure there's a very strong move now, somehow. Where is it? Knight e6 is a bit of a threat. How can I stop that? I don't know, let's maybe just start taking here and try and involve some of the other pieces as well. Okay, but that's a little bit of a crazy idea maybe to go rook f7 here. But it looks interesting. But I think again I'm selling my advantage way too short here. Maybe actually it's this move. It was this move after all. Let's try this. That's a piece. Maybe this is just a mistake. Maybe this is just a mistake. No, I don't think it is a mistake. Because the rook in e8 is also loose. Okay, I should try and play chess, because I feel somehow that I'm not controlling things and I'm just playing on instinct. I'm just not checking. It's difficult. But okay, for the moment, you know, I am threatening his queen. Where does his queen go? The queen is also protecting d5, yeah? If his queen goes somewhere, I'll just take on e8 and I'll be up a piece and we'll take it from there. Because I'm guessing he'll have to recapture then... Well, it could go... okay. Like this, I think. Okay, so what's this position? What's this position? Well, I'm up a piece. I could take on d5. Why would I do that? It looks good, sort of. Let's try that. And I'll just attack f7. Both rooks are unprotected. I think this should win me more material if I go like this, guys. Yeah, let me just take like this. This is very pretty. I see now it's very pretty. Because rook takes f, rook takes b8. If the rook takes the knight, then the queen will take the rook on b7. And that rook is no longer protected. Okay, but I still need to finish the job because I'm down on the time. And yeah, okay, thank you very much. Analysis board. Let's see what happens there, guys. Computer analysis, request a computer analysis. Yes, he does like c4 against this setup. Because with f7, f6 he has weakened his light squares, so I'm just challenging those light squares. This is kind of cool, this is all normal. I think this is also all normal stuff. Knight f7. Rook c1. Rook c1. Castles. Yeah, maybe I should take on d7 when I have the opportunity, because now that we're going to play on the open c file, I should open it. I should take on d5 when he does not have the opportunity to take on d5 with the e-pawn. I mean to say, here he cannot recapture like this as he could later on in the game. So in this type of position, I already have this open c file assured. I'm already assured of the open c file. Anyway, rook c1 castles and queen b3 was played. So now e6, yeah, refraining from playing e5. So I'm continuing my development, nothing wrong with that. He plays a6. Not so sure what that adds to his position. I mean, b5 is something to be welcomed, because I'll be having some targets on the queen side, and c6 will be weak. So castles, knight d7, knight g3, I mean bishop g3, b5 is played. So now I think I take, because if now he takes with the e-pawn as suggested by the computer, then this guy is always a little bit tender. It feels awkward to play like that for black, but then again, this is also very bad. Look at that. Look at the computer, 1.2 plus 1.2. So he really considers this a mistake, because he thinks the C file is probably even worse. Okay, a4, perfectly normal move. Yes, taking that with a knight, threatening sometimes to hit the rook and the bishop. So rook e8, and now he didn't like my rook c7 so much. He says that's an inaccuracy. So what should I have played? Rook c3, just slowly doubling and not. Well, I'm not so sure why that is better. Well, the thing is with rook c7, it looks very nice, but is my rook going to do some damage immediately on the 7th rank? And if it's not, it's just a target for the black queen, right? And black tries to make use of that like this. And yeah, this move doesn't feel right, because, as I said, he was opening up the Italian diagonal, and here this move was perfectly logical, and now it just felt like I had a winning move. And I wasn't able to calculate knight b6 properly around the first time. Of course, this is just immediately winning, because it's the same as in the game. I'll just play like this also, and it's just winning. So it's very strange that I don't play that. So d takes e, I play first. Now he has to recapture, and only now I play knight b6. So maybe it wasn't too bad a game after all. Rook c8. Yeah, okay. That was a piece. The computer suggests to play like this. Then there is this funny move. Then this. And then this. But here I think black has a lot of problems with his light squares. Yeah, the bishop is coming to c4, that's the big problem, and again the knight is coming to g5. So in the end, the knight that was maneuvered so passionately to f7 is becoming a problem piece. Back to the game, where after rook takes c8, queen takes c8 was played. Of course I take, he recaptures, and knight e5 is suggested here. Well, queen d5 is similar strength. He takes this. Oh, he doesn't like bishop c4. He likes the immediate knight g5 better. Ah, okay, yes, this is true. I missed this. We both missed this type of defense. Yeah. Okay, it's still much better for white, but there was a definite defense here, yeah, because now knight g5 is no longer possible. So I should have started with knight g5. That's inaccurate. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, so knight g5 played, and well, okay, it's clear from here that it's winning. Yeah. Let's take a look at the graph. Well, looks like quite a gradual and even affair. Not too bad. Okay, so quite a good start, you know. These games can make you feel uneasy, but as far as quality is concerned, just 2 inaccuracies is quite alright. Yeah. Okay, let's continue playing. Create a game. We normally play around 3 games, you know, including the analysis and so on. Okay, strong opponent, Mr. Troll Carl. Welcome. How will he fare against my bishop f4 move? That's the King's Indian setup, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Let me just go like this. Oh, now he's trying to play some sort of... what shall we call it? I don't know what to call this. This looks just very funny. Okay, let me go like this. So he's hitting my bishop, but he's putting his knight on a square where the knight is vulnerable to my c4 push. And that might give me some chances sooner or later. Well, I don't think there's anything yet here, so let's play knight c3. Just normal stuff, right? Normal stuff, okay. I don't want to give him this, but the knight is vulnerable on h5. Can I make use of that somehow? No, I don't think I can, so it's just bishop h2. Bishop h2. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, if we exchange on f4, I think his position will be quite alright. But maybe now I should just try and be aggressive in another way. Like this, d5 somehow feels like a move. Feels like a move. He cannot jump to e5 because I'll take the knight on e5 and then the knight on h5 will be hanging. I just said you cannot play like that. That's a piece, thank you very much. Mr. Troll Carl. How will he remedy that situation? f3? Yeah. Maybe I'll just return to sender. Yeah. And now maybe I'll just return to sender once more. Now I'm up a piece and 2 pawns. Wow. Wow, that's a bit too much, I'm guessing. Now e5 is hanging. Shall I take e5? What is his intention? Or shall I just play very tamely with bishop g4? That's a very frustrating move. I don't have to take any risks. I mean, when ahead, don't be afraid to trade. So I think I'll go for this. And then, yeah, I don't think that's a very good move because that's allowing a fork, guys. Yeah, that's allowing a fork. But still, what to say? I'm a little bit afraid here. Okay, let me take that guy as well. And let me just go here. Yeah, okay. I think now I'll just completely frustrate him because the d file can be neutralized. e5 is hanging. e5 is hanging. I think I should be able, or should I just take that pawn? I think I should just take that pawn, because if he takes, then, I mean, there's just nothing for him. Yeah, the bishop can go to c3. I'm also threatening to take on c7. Should we take c7? Nah, I'm going to be very boring about it. I'm just going to bring a rook to the d file. Very boring about it. Yeah, that also doesn't really help, does it? Mr. Troll Carl. Mr. Troll Carl. I'm gonna crush you on the g7 square. Okay, but I should not let my guard down, you know. It ain't over till it's over. It ain't over till it's over. It ain't over till the fat lady sings. Shall we just bring the rook in? Yeah, let's bring the other rook in as well. And now I think one of the threads... shall we go for a mating thread? I think we should go... Nah. Okay, so what's the idea here? I mean, there's absolutely nothing going on. Let me just frustrate him completely. Yeah, okay, that was probably the right way to go, because that was more frustrating than trying to mate him. Because he was still controlling the g7 square, so the first check there with the first rook, he could always take. So analysis board, that was not a very good game from my opponent this time around. Clearly playing below his rating, I think. I feel. So, we'll just ask for a computer analysis there to see if there were any serious mistakes made. For instance, on my side, it would be interesting to see if I made a serious mistake on my side. But, yeah, he put in knight on h5. The first time around it was here, yeah? So I don't give him the bishop. And he plays very aggressively with a largely undeveloped army. I mean, I have my heavy pieces developed, or at least communicating. I have a bit more space. I have clearly less tactical targets, but he just goes for it. Now, okay, this was interesting. I was wondering, was d5 the best move? Yes, the computer thinks d5 is the best move. And of course, knight e5 is basically a big blunder. And I think we can leave it at that. According to the graph, not so much was going on. And wow, even 0 inaccuracies from my side, 0 mistakes and 0 blunders. So that's a very nice picture. It's a very rare thing to see, I must say. Yeah, very rare. Okay, so this was only a mistake. It's funny that Stockfish thinks that, or leeches, that this is not a blunder, but just a mistake, this 95. And then he did it the second time around. Okay, I don't think there's a lot to say about this game anymore. Let's see if we can play something else here. Muali, strong opponent again. I need to concentrate. But okay, I've regained some rating points at least. Is he also going bishop f4, you know? Everybody plays bishop f4 these days. Okay, maybe this can still turn into a traditional King's Indian. If he plays e4, I think I must defend the e5 square. If he doesn't, I'll probably just castle. He's taking his time a little bit. Normally I'm the one taking the time. So what's it gonna be? Knight c3, when he can still play queen bishops to queen bishop moves to f4 or g5, you know. London setups against the King's Indian, or the Petoshanspassky system that Rouge and Akobian likes to play so much. Yeah, well, I think I'll just castle. Maybe he just went to get a glass of water. Yeah, now I must defend the e5 square. I like to play the old main line. I don't think it's considered such a great line nowadays. But I don't know, you know, on our level, we can afford a thing or two. We can afford a thing or two. Okay, let me just hit e4. If he protects that with queen c2, then he's threatening b4, so I should safeguard my knight. Prevent b4 from kicking my knight. And now, where to, Mac? It's not the first time that I've been in this position. The funny thing is I don't even know so well what to play. I think knight h5 or knight here is all normal, knight h5. I think you should just make a move. Bishop, knight d7 is also possible. Bishop d7 is possible. Knight e8, let me play knight e8. I don't know, what? That's a pawn, right? Did he want to? I don't understand. If he wanted to play b4, why did he not do it immediately? But maybe this was some sort of a misclick? I'm not sure what went wrong there. He's not requesting a take back. And I don't think, in a rated game I will afford takebacks. Also, just the other day, I was not afforded a horrible misclick take back by my opponent. I went g5 there in a accelerated Sicilian when, of course, you're supposed to go g6, which is the dragon move, not g5. He could just snap off that pawn. So now the knight is attacked. So where should the knight go? Back somewhere, yeah? But then I think I'll just attack e4 with my f5 pawn. Then if he hops in with knight g5, I'm not so much afraid of him going to e6 because I'm protecting the e6 square 2 times because my knight is on c5. So that would be good for me. I have the feeling that my opponent is in a bad mood right now. That maybe he will let his clock run down, or he'll wait for 2 minutes, hope that maybe I will no longer be so seriously engaged in the game, and then maybe play a counter move, and then maybe I would lose on the time somehow, or some trick, or I don't know. Talking too much, right? But then again, it's Banter Blitz. So Mr. MHMOO Ali, Who Ali, yeah. But okay, I'll just be sitting here, waiting patiently. And if possible, I will just take his knight on c3. So the knight can go to b5. But then probably c6 catches the knight. It's also not a very easy move to spot, I guess, this c7, c6, because normally as a King's Indian player you just want to maintain your structure, your pawn chain, but c7, c6 seems to trap the knight when it's on b5, yeah. It can no longer go back there. Well, now I'm already seriously up on the clock, and I really do have a feeling that Lichess is going to give me this message. Your opponent has left the game, claim victory, blah blah blah. Something along those lines. Maybe this is also a good time to start drinking my smoothie. Let's shake it first a little bit. Shaken, not stirred. Well, I just shook it. Cheers, guys. So what's inside? Spinach, kiwi, chia. I don't know what that is. Maybe you guys can comment on that. What's that? Chia. It's spelled C-H-I-A. And mango and apple. Okay. I know what that is. Yeah, you see, he just moved. He waited for a very long time. But I'm still around. I'm still around. So what's going on here? Can I take that, and then if he goes, let's say, knight e4, I'll pin him? Looks interesting somehow. It's probably just good. Looks good. I mean, there is still knight c... No, knight c3 is not there. I was thinking about bishop d3, but then I would just take... Okay, now he has also opened up the Italian diagonal, so he should be careful there. Yeah. Should I take that, or should I not take that? A bishop is always a good thing to have, I think. Yeah, I was about to play rook a3, but I don't think I should do that. Okay. Should I? I don't know. I mean, should I take that? Okay, now I'm starting to play very slowly and uncertain of myself. I mean, there's so many weaknesses here. There should be some sort of an immediate knockout, but I don't really see it. I don't really see it. Maybe I should just keep things simple. Okay, well, let's just keep things simple here. Now, bishop d7 or bishop g4? Now I want to connect my rooks. I don't think this was the correct way to play. This was not correct at all. Wait. Now I think I should just take him here. Okay, now I think I have a very strong position again because h2 is hanging and rook f8 is coming again. Yeah, let's just try this. Oh, I cannot enter. I thought I could enter somehow, but that was just sort of ridiculous. Okay, so most of my advantage has slipped again. Wow, brilliant. Not. Oh, but now let me give this check. Now I want to hit the knight. And I can do so because I control g4. So there's no knight g4 here. I might just take. Take. Okay, if I don't win this, then I'll be a little bit sad, I think. But how to play, huh? How to play from here? It's not so easy. I need to make a move here. Bishop e3, queen e3, That all doesn't really help. That was really quite badly played from me. Let me try this. Bad. Now if I can, now maybe I can take. I don't think he can take that with the queen. No, I don't think. This is controlled, this is controlled, this is controlled, because I was counting on this move. Queen e4. That's a good pawn, isn't it? Also threatening now to take on e3. Maybe I can play like this. No, careful. Bishop. Okay, I'll play like this. It's against the rules, I know. No, go like this. I need to be able to protect. Okay, now I will go like this. And now I'll just pick up his pawns. Because now I'll be in time to protect c7. So I should be able to pick up all his pawns. Thank you. Thank you. And now I'm up, right? I'm up so many pawns now. That's just incredible. I should have sufficient time now. Yeah. Okay. Should be winning. Should be winning, guys. Yeah, what's this all about? Yeah, okay. Let me just head over very quietly. No counterplay. I'm just gonna play bishop e4, protect my pawn, and that's it, guys. Yeah. Jesus, seriously? Okay. No, I don't know. Let's just give it a check. 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 Well, is he playing for some sort of a stalemate? I don't know. Wow, he's actually resigned. Okay. Well, I think the story of this game is that, guys, my opponent made a blunder there with... let me go to this moment, because there are many possible moves here. So there's knight h5. There's bishop d7, knight fd7, knight e8. Maybe next time around I'll just play the normal move again, knight h5. So what is that? Knight h5, and then they try and stop you from going to f4, and then you can play f5, which is already quite nice for black. I'm not so sure that g3 is correct there. Yeah, this move is better. Here, bishop g5. And then you can kick them. They go back to e3. Yeah, okay, b6. Knight d2. And it's a game. It's a game after knight f4. But after knight e8, b4 was played, which is of course Not a very nice move. But I feel that somewhere I made a mistake. But the computer is still analyzing exactly where. So let me just go through. Yeah, he likes this. I thought let me just pin him. Okay, there was b3 here. Yeah, playing against the queen and the rook. That would have been very nice to play b3 here. Okay, I just missed that. So I pinned him, he went like this. There was another opportunity to play like this. Bishop takes and then probably I was thinking a queen move, but this also makes sense. Knight f2. And then queen f8 with the idea of bishop h6. Yeah, okay, it's all a bit science fiction. f3, I played this move. He doesn't like it too much. So I'm missing this b3 idea constantly. Yeah. Okay, that's a pity. But he also said something about knight takes here. When, yeah, it's again this b3 idea. You know, it's always about combining the attacks against your targets. It's not that you just focus on one attack, but you combine it. So it's play in the center, connected with play on the queen side, as in this case. Because this, yeah. And he cannot take on f5 because I'll take the rook on a1. And if he first takes here, of course, and then tries to take here, then he allows me a new queen. So that's also not correct. So I played a bit too tame, maybe, this knight d3. Yeah. I said something about the fact that I didn't have sufficient play here. Bishop d7, you know, he still likes it because I'm up the pawn. I have the safer king, the better development. I have the pair of the bishops. Bishop goes. Yes, I checked him. He recaptures like this. b5. Ah, yeah, b5 is sort of nice. Hitting him on the light squares where I'm strong. Okay, now he also likes queen h4, which I played, so he returns. Again, this b3. It's so funny. You keep missing those ideas. I was thinking about rook a3 though, and then it's again b3. It's all connected to b3. Because this doesn't really threaten anything. So, okay, b6 was really a very lazy move. That was really a very lazy move. He suggests this. Because if now, let's say the bishop returns, I take, he has to recapture, and then this pawn is lost. Yeah. But instead of returning with the bishop, he went here, allowing me to come in here. A bishop h6 is what I played. Bishop d2 must. I couldn't find, let's say, the extra screwing move here. I couldn't find that move, the putting in the screw. I was looking at fancy stuff. I was looking at something like bishop h3 or rook f3, but I couldn't make it work really. Now he says rook f3 or bishop. Rook f3 is what he's considering. So he says I can't take because here there is a mate threat and it cannot be protected. Cannot be protected because bishop e3 check is coming to eliminate the defender of the g2 square. You know, you feel like there is this extra screwing move, but that was so difficult. And bishop f4 then? What's the threat of bishop f4? King g7, I mean, what kind of crazy stuff is that? No, in that case, I prefer to spend a few more seconds on rook f3. So that was rook f3. And then, of course, rook f... Yeah. Now, since there is a problem, I need the counter attack to hit his queen, obviously. Now, the queen can't take, because then I'll take the rook on f1. So he has to recapture like this. But then it's just picking up this this bishop. And then I'll have the two bishops for the rook, which is also easily winning. Okay, so it's what I like to call a whole army situation. So my bishops and my queen are involved, but my rook is not really involved. It's only involved vertically, but you can also try and involve it horizontally. But you need to see that after rook f3, which is of course a very beautiful move, and the capture of the rook, that then bishop h3, excuse me, check, and then bishop h3 is killing, because there's no queen e2 to protect the g2 square, and also no queen f1, because that will just lose the queen, obviously. Yeah. Okay, that was a little bit too much for me to see, but I do feel that there's something in this position. Anyway, so what I did was retreat the queen, and I made a bit of a practical decision, retreating the queen. Putting the rook on f3 in the heart of white's position is really beautiful. So I'm talking about a whole army situation. You need to involve that extra unit, in this case the rook, in an even more efficient way. Because the pawns really don't have a say in the matter right now. Maybe when I can push the g-pawn, but that takes 3 moves to start attacking something on his side of the board, and b6, b5 also doesn't do too much. He can probably bypass that with c4, c5, something like that. So, okay, so I played this, slipping my advantage. Rook f1 was a bad mistake. Okay, because bishop f4 would have threatened checkmate. Yeah, okay, and there's, yeah, okay. So I took like this, again, a bit of a lazy move, to be honest. Was it time trouble already? Well, don't start looking for excuses now, come on. I played this move, just, let's say the safe move, picking up the pawn. This was my intention, but there were even stronger options. Yeah, I went with bishop e3 now, I like that. Okay, yeah, there was also this move. I didn't realize sufficiently that it was so strong. Of course, the queen has to protect the g2. Then I lure the queen away from the protection of the bishop, and then this is a simply winning queen endgame. Yeah? Okay, so I miss out on that opportunity. But after bishop i5, I was just figuring that it should probably be a very good position for me with all those pawns on the light squares. Up a pawn, some pressure against his position. And then he played this move. Again, I can try to do the same. So it's this bishop h3. So it's when we make mistakes, we keep missing those same ideas. So as earlier on in the game with b4, b3, and now this bishop h3 stuff, something on the light squares. But, yeah. Okay, this was a very, very lazy move, but yeah, he should not exchange queens, of course, because now it's just lost. It's just lost. Why this lazy move, this queen b1? Okay, lazy stuff, yeah. Anyway, from here on, it was a win, yeah. So a bit erratic here, you know, not certain how to deal with my advantage, choosing the lazy options every now and then. So, 2 inaccuracies, 4 mistakes, 3 blunders even. Wow, that's not too good. So let's revisit the blunders just to be sure, you know. Knight d3, yeah, should have been replaced with b3, right? Okay. Next one, b6. What was this? What was this? What was this? Bishop e3, excuse me, h6. Yeah, not to allow the bishop to come back to d2, because then I could exchange and take on e4. And here I played queen h4 instead of rook f3. Yeah, good move, he says. Rook f1 could have been replaced by threatening checkmate with bishop f4, and here bishop h3 instead of anything else. And I suppose still bishop h3 would have been very good. Yeah. And then here, not a lazy move, but just keeping the queen centralized and playing something like that. Yeah. Okay, so what does he suggest after queen here then? So he doesn't mind giving this pawn with check when you go here, and you're incredibly safe. You're about to pick up the c pawn, you already have a passed pawn on the e file. d5 will also be dead if c4 falls, which it will, and you'll also have the safer king. Yeah, definitely, definitely. Okay guys, so I think then it's going to be the final game, because I have to be somewhere later this afternoon. So final game, fourth game. Let's see what happens. Game on. Jelenchuk. Okay, bishop g5 I like to play off late. So he appears to be a little bit surprised. I think this is a good move. I think I'll just attack him, right, on f5. Why not? He's got some weaknesses on the light squares, obviously. So what to play here? This move maybe? Yeah, let me try this. Knight e2. Looks nice. Maybe he'll allow me to jump into the hole on e6. Let's see. I think I'll just move the knight now. Yeah, that makes perfect sense, of course. Now, I think you're supposed to take this knight, but I'm just not absolutely sure why. Okay, maybe I should have played c4 one move earlier. This knight f4 was a bit cheap, wasn't it? And now if I go h4, h5, he'll play g5, and then he'll take my knight on f4. I think I'll just finish this development a little bit first. I don't want to make a tame move. I want to play c4. He takes, 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 takes. But he can also take, yeah. I think I just want to be able to recapture on f4 with my g pawn, but it's again a slow move. I want to play a fast move. How about, yeah, how about queen f3 somehow? I like, yeah, you know, that's it's a proper development move. No, that's a mistake. I don't know. The last live chess stream, guys, I played so horribly, and it seems that life is somehow fair. Now everybody is throwing pieces at me instead of me throwing pieces at them. But yeah, I always like to do this because did I play the opening ideally? I mean, maybe you shouldn't be looking for perfection, but it's always interesting to know if you miss some sort of specific idea in the opening. Yeah, it just looks alright. I mean, this was a very short game, so obviously no inaccuracies, mistakes, or blunders from me, just from my opponent's side. But then let's take a look at his inaccuracies. What did he not like so much? So there was d4, f5, this is perfectly fine. And then d5, he doesn't like so much. Because I haven't committed my pieces yet. So I can react to his light square weaknesses in probably the most optimal way. So e3 is always a move you need in practically every system. Then he goes knight d7. Yeah. So bishop d3, he agrees. g6. Ah, there was already bishop f5. There was, you see, there was already bishop f5. It goes so fast, he cannot take. Obviously, because of mate. Oh, wow. Yeah, I should remember this. Bishop f5. I mean, it's maybe not even the strongest move, because just a moment ago he suggested even just to go c4. But yeah, okay, if you can take a pawn, why not? So, I missed something there, but knight e2? Yeah, slightly weaker. 30 centi pawn weaker. And of course I should have played bishop f5 there. But he likes this. And then again, why not? Because this knight is going for Shangri-La, yeah? So I'm jumping into this e6 square, hopefully. Now he's protecting. Yeah, here I was mixing up my ideas. I do actually like h4. And I normally wait with h4 until the knight is on f6. Because when I push it and he takes with the knight, then I can sacrifice my rook. And of course, in this case, I could recapture with the queen on h5, and he would have to go queen d7, which is really quite horrible. But back to the game. Knight b d2. What I played only one move later just to prepare c4 he also likes. I took here. He doesn't like it so much. So now I just took this time out. I really want to play on the light squares now. But you see, I did not play the opening ideally. Most notably, I just missed bishop f5. Okay, yeah, that was castles, but I don't know, sometimes maybe I want to play h4, h5 anyway. So I played this move, which he also sort of likes. And then this is, of course, a mistake. Well, guys, I think that's it for today. I played 4 games, and I won all 4 of them. So how much rating did I gain today? 24. That's cool. So my rating is up at 2076. I think this is a great time to stop the stream. Thank you for your attention. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you like. And leave a comment. Give the video a thumbs up, and then we will see each other soon. Who knows? Maybe even tonight, and otherwise probably tomorrow. So keep an eye out for the channel. Bye.